Hello, in this video we will discuss about the myocarditis and the cardiomyopathy. The myocarditis means the inflammation of the myocardium of the heart cell, heart layer, which that's contain cardiac muscle cell. And cardiomyopathy means the infection will lead to inflammation in heart muscle. So this is the person contain heart. So let's draw a bigger picture of the heart, which that's contain aorta, pulmonary vein, pulmonary artery, left and right ventricle, and atrium. And on the other hand, this is the contain a three layers: outer layers, inner layer, and middle layer of the heart wall is known as the heart wall, which that is the middle layer used for the contraction of the muscle of heart for the pumping out or eject the blood for circulation throughout the body. So this is the simple diagram to understand the myocardium is the middle, while the endocardium is the innermost layer, and the pericardial fluid are present between the pericardial cavity and the visceral pericardium. This is the visceral pericardium, basically between the myocardium and the pericardial cavity, and so epicardium, and this is the endocardium. So here is the myocytes. Basically, it is the cardiac muscle cell, which that is cardiac muscle cell is infected via a bacterial infection or viral infection as well as drug, and this will lead to cause inflammation because of damage of the myocyte. So in this way, the acute myocarditis will occur. Myocarditis means the inflammation of the myocardium of the heart, which that will lead to impede the blood ejection. So in this way, the activation of the macrophage and lymphocyte. In this way, the innate and adaptive immune response activation will lead to growth factors, the PDGF and the fibroblast growth factor and transforming growth factor B1, beta 1 will activate, and in this way the cytokines also release like a tumor necrotic factor and the interleukin 1 beta 4 and 13, and it is basically used for the remodeling, while the growth factor is used for the fibroblast activation increase. On the other hand, the increase the MMPS, decrease the TIMPS, and in this way the decrease the collagen, and the remodeling which that occur will lead to collagen increase. So anyhow, the fibrosis can be occur due to the collagen deposition within the myocytes, within the myocardial cell, the myocardium containing a cardiac cell, cardiac muscle cell, which that is deposited through a is known as fibrosis. And the symptom can be a chest pain, fatigue, swelling of legs, hand, and other part of the body, and arrhythmias, the irregular heartbeat, shortness of breath and faint. Flu-like symptoms also include for the myocarditis. So anyway, let's begin to understand the cardiomyopathy. So this is after infection of the virus. Basically, we are understanding with the detail. So this is the myocardium, an innate myocyte injury from pathogen or toxin like drug. In this way, here is I am drawing the bigger picture to understand the damage of the myocytes. So after the damage of the myocyte due to the infection of the virus, and the myocyte will be damaged and inflamed. So the myocyte death from direct viral damage, cytolytic T cell or apoptosis. And in this way, the injury and innate immune response will occur. So in this way, the T regulatory cell. This T regulatory cell is the part of innate immune response will inhibit the antibody production against the endogenous epitope. So that is why it is the prevention of the autoimmune reaction. And in this decrease the regulatory T cell function, activation of the cytolytic T cell and the cytolytic T cell, and increase the TN1, TN2 cytokines, which that will be recruit the B memory cell. So the antigen presenting cell will recognize through antigen will go into the lymph node, and where the T cell, the naive T cell or CD4 T cell will represent through a antigen presenting cell through a T cell receptor as well as MHC class 1 molecule. In this way, you can understand this is the antigen presenting cell, and the antigen presenting cell stimulate the pathogen specific T cell response. So the pathogen specific T cell response will occur through a recognition through a T cell, the CD4 T cell, which that recognize the B cell, naive B cell to proliferate and produce the B memory cell as well as plasma cell. But in this way, we will understand about the B memory cell. So the B memory cell and plasma cell produce the antibodies. These antibodies can be against, for example, it can be against the pathogen. So the epitopes spreading between the endogenous myocardial epitopes. And in this way, the antibodies to pathogen may cross-react with endogenous epitopes like the cardiac myosin and the beta adrenergic receptor. In this way, the inhibition through a collapse through a antibodies through itself, the myocyte will inhibit and lead to apoptosis of the myocyte. So in this way, the autoimmune reaction can be occur due to the B cell, which that will react against the endogenous epitope, for example, our own body tissue, so the heart. So the acquired immune response, this is. In this way, the ongoing the injury when the antibodies and the virus ongoing injury with persistent viral infection or immune response. On the other hand, the viral clearance and down regulation of immune response can be happen. In this way, this is the normally but ongoing injury with persistent viral infection or immune response, and also the hypoxia involved for the myocarditis sometime. So the recovery or persistent cardiomyopathy will occur. And in this way, the heart, which that will lead to swelling the myocardium. After the swelling of the myocardium will lead to decreased input of blood, but increase output heart rate and increase heartbeat. In this way, when increase the heartbeat, the increase of heartbeat will lead to arrhythmias, and in this way, the incomplete ejection of the blood and incomplete input of blood. So that is why that difficulty to breathing and difficulty to running or something. So that is why this is the myocarditis and cardiomyopathy. The myocarditis is the inflammation of the myocardium will lead to complication like difficult to eject the complete blood, and in this way the input will decrease and the heartbeat will be fast like during the rest time. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe, like and share, and give the comment below for understanding better. So bye. We will see in the next video. Bye.